after the fiery furnace, where King Nebuchadnezzar became convinced that the real God was the real God. And best we can tell, he was a pretty good guy for the rest of his reign. When he died, his son took over, and history tells us his son didn't actually want to be king, he wanted to be an archaeologist, which is kind of funny for us to think of someone 500 years before Jesus being an archaeologist. But he liked to go and dig in old ruins and look things up. So he left the running of his kingdom to his son, whose name just slipped my head. What was Belshazzar?
Belshazzar?
Belshazzar.
She's looking it up. Yes.
I think Belteshazzar.
Okay, Belteshazzar. We'll go with that till someone finds different. He was king of the whole kingdom of Babylon, which at this time in history was I believe, the biggest kingdom that we know of in the world. He decided to have a party, and he brought all of the things that had been made for the tabernacle to use in the worship of God. He brought all those out, and he had those be used as drinking glasses for alcohol for the people in his party. And he brought the plates out to be used as the plates in his party. Used them in a very disrespectful way. They were intended to be used for worshiping God. But he was using them for party. And you know, God likes us to celebrate. He likes us to have fun. He doesn't like us to be disrespectful. And he knows what's in our heart. And God knew Belteshazzar's heart. And he knew that he thought himself to be all that. To be the head honcho. Nobody's better than him. So, in the middle of their party, the Bible says a hand appeared, and it began to write on the wall. And that was pretty scary. We would look around for the movie projector. You know, they didn't have movie projectors, and so it wasn't a movie projector. And the Bible says that Belteshazzar got so scared that his knees began shaking so bad they were hitting each other. And he called all of his wise men and he said, "What does it say? Why is this happening?" Well, they couldn't answer him. They didn't know what was going on. So his mother came and said, "You know what? There was this man in Nebuchadnezzar's reign who he could tell the meaning of dreams, and he was extremely wise. He was one of Nebuchadnezzar's wisest wise men. He is still alive and he is still in the kingdom. Call him. He'll tell you what that says." So they called for Daniel, and the king said, "Daniel, if you will tell me what that says, I will make you the third ruler in the kingdom. The only people above you will be me and my dad, who's off somewhere. They'll be the only people ahead of you in the whole kingdom. You will be that important if you will tell me what this says." Daniel said, "You know what? I don't need your riches, and I don't really want your kingdom at the moment because of what that says." Not that Daniel would want it anyway. He had other things to do. He said, "This is what that says. It says, Belteshazzar, God has measured you. He's weighed you, and you don't measure up. You aren't good enough. You think you're all important. You're not. Today, your kingdom will end." Well, Belteshazzar carried out his promise. He gave Daniel a royal robe and royal jewelry, and they finished their party. And the Bible tells us that night, Belteshazzar was murdered in his bed, and the Persian army invaded Babylon and took over the entire kingdom of Babylon that night. So it wouldn't have done Daniel any good to accept the third ruler, because the kingdom was done. It was over. So God made his will be known. The end of the kingdom was now. And Belteshazzar was punished for his attitude. Okay, let's sing a song. I'm in, right out, right up, right down, right happy all the time. I'm in, right out, right up, right down, right happy all the time. Since Jesus Christ came in and cleansed my heart from sin, I'm in, right out, right up, right down, right happy all the time. I'm in, right out, right up, right down, right happy all the time. I'm in, right out, right up, right down, right happy all the time. Since Jesus Christ came in and cleansed my heart from sin, I'm in, right out, right up, right down, right happy all the time. I'm in, right out, right up, right down, right happy all the time. I'm in, right out, right up, right down, right happy all the time. Since Jesus Christ came in and cleansed my heart from sin, I'm in, right out, right up, right down, right happy all the time. I'm in, right out, right up, right down, right happy all the time. I'm in, right out, right up, right down, right happy all the time. Since Jesus Christ came in and cleansed my heart from sin, I'm in, right out, right up, right down, right happy all the time. That's about as fast as I can do it.